to an Actors Life the Series Rewind. I am your host, creator, Michele Baldwin, and I am so happy to be back here. We have missed you all summer, although ladies, did we not have fun all summer and just relaxing and working hard?
We did.
Yeah, and so we're just so glad to be back here, and we do hope that you guys have been safe and wearing your mask. And we send love and prayers out to anyone that may have lost anyone or that anyone is sick. We understand how difficult these times are, and we are just grateful to be able to come back here and be present in your life.
Hey, I'm Benja K. Thomas, and it has been a wild ride, like Michele said. But the one thing that has come out of COVID for myself, and I hear a lot of people talking about this, is that we were able to be creative, and we tapped into creativeness that we probably wouldn't have been able to tap into if we had been working our regular jobs. So that's what this show is all about. Entrepreneurs and the creativeness, and not only that's come out of COVID, but what has come out of us as individuals. So I'm happy to be back. Actors Life the Series Rewind, and T. Renee, it's on you.
Hey, thank you, Benja. Oh my God, it's so good to be back with you guys. I think what COVID had me thinking about was just self-care. You know, we were creative. People learn new hobbies. I didn't do any of that. I just practiced self-care. So it's okay if you did not learn another language or did not learn how to play an instrument or didn't do your taxes that was due in July. Maybe you practiced self-care. Maybe you were able to get up every day and just take care of business and love on your kids and do another TikTok video. That is okay. You survived. And our prayers go out to all of our loved ones that may have went home to be with the Lord or the universe, whatever your faith is. But we're so happy to be back with you guys. Back to you, Michele.
Yes, so as Benja mentioned, we are celebrating the Bossed Up Entrepreneurs. We have a fabulous lineup today. We are so excited to bring them to you because also during this time, people are worried about how they're going to make income or, as Benja said, being creative and creating new businesses. So we want to be here to support them. But before we get into them, I want to talk to my girls and their entrepreneurship endeavors. So first, we are going to spotlight Miss T. Renee because I understand she has the magic to help cure your pain or at least make it better.
T. Renee Mathis. I'm your CBD distributor.
Guys, you read my shirt. Boom, 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 boom. Got pain? I am a CBD distributor. My products are called Oxygen. And a really quick story, I started this brand because my brother a few years ago got sick of cancer. And I was searching for something that could help him at least get out of pain. And I was never to find anything, but I was praying for something that would help him. Long story short, my brother went home to be with the Lord. My brother had colon cancer, just like our Black Panther. So shout out in heaven to my brother, the late, great Andre Lockett, and shout out to our Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman. May they rest in peace. So my products, again, are the Oxygen brand, and we deal with anything that has inflammation. I don't care if it's inflammation. I don't care if it's back pain, knee pain, cancer, diabetes. Too many of us are suffering. So what I want to do is show you a few products and tell you why I like them. Let me start with what most Latino and African American people are plagued with, and that is diabetes. Okay, so this product is called Captivita, and if I can get up close, a little bit closer, it's glucose support. What I have noticed is that for some reason, more and more people are coming down with high blood pressure or sugar issues. Quote unquote sugar. Oh, I have sugar, my sugar is getting high. And so number one, it does start with, it is hereditary sometimes. So sometimes it could be in your DNA, but I don't want you guys to think, our viewers out there, that you can't do things differently to reverse some of these things. You want to drink a lot of water, number one. You want to exercise, number two. You want to change your diet. That's all natural, okay? It has stuff in it like bitters and ginseng. So you're going to take this 3 pills a day. That's going to help regulate your sugar. That's going to help regulate your blood pressure. Another thing is, ladies, have you ever went to physical therapy and they rubbed you down with something that smelled really good? Usually it's called Biofreeze. This is one of our newest products, right? And it's a roll-on, actually. It's very cool. So what you do is you actually just roll on wherever the pain. So if I have neck pain, I'm just gonna roll on. It smells really good. What I love about this, it's called Pain Freeze. You're gonna feel better in about 5 minutes. So that's topical, okay? Another topical for pain is PDQ, which stands for pretty darn quick. What I'm saying is that I can help to isolate your pain in 2 different ways. Expeditiously, we're gonna do topicals like the creams or the sprays, which should last throughout the day. But we need to really find out what's the real reason. So I'm gonna ask, my clients to go to the doctor, get a review, see what's going on with them. And once we find out what they are, I can really help to treat the pain. So internally, we always wanna work with what's going on inside. So what I showed you was creams and pains, but also my favorite is the CBD oil. I've been taking CBD oil, my product, for about 2 years. I did not sell these products for 1 year. I started taking the CBD oil for knee pain. I had lost about 80 pounds and I woke up one day and I had severe knee pain. Went to a doctor, went to another doctor, then they sent me to physical therapy. And my doctor said, oh, you lost so much weight, your body is trying to catch up. And I said, I didn't lose 80 pounds in a day, right? So I couldn't figure out, why do I have so much knee pain? And I started taking this, okay? You take it right under the tongue. And within 2 weeks, my knee pain went away. But what I did not realize was that, number one, I was sleeping better. Many people are not sleeping better. We're going through a pandemic and people are not sleeping better. They're stressed out. This is going to help you sleep better. This is going to begin to work with anxiety and depression, which is what I've been battling for a couple of years after the death of my brother. So that's that. Let's say you want to lose weight. I got everything for you. This is weight loss spray. So you would spray it under the tongue, okay? And my favorite new product, excuse me, my favorite new product is Boost, okay? So this is the immune boost. A lot of times your immune system is down. When your immune system is down, you're susceptible to getting sick, right? Respiratory issues, COVID issues, pneumonia, flu. If you can strengthen your immune system, you'll be able to fight during the COVID. And so this has kept me. I work with children in the daytime, and you need something. I love working with my children, but that's all those, viruses coming in, plus other teachers, plus, I live in New York City, so I'm on a subway. It's viruses everywhere. It's bacteria everywhere, all right? So this is going to help to strengthen your product. I can't say enough about it. Why is my CBD oil different from somebody else? But first of all, I have what's called a COA, a certificate of authorization. And that's on the back of any. You can scan it, the little barcode back there. On my website is there. You can ask me to give it to you in person. You can ask me to mail it to you, email it to you. And that just says that it's made in the US. It's not made in somebody's house, because they've been doing that. And most importantly for me, you know where it came from. Within a few weeks, you're gonna know if my product is working. So that's number one. When you're taking CBD oil, you wanna get it from a source that you trust. The person that's selling it should be taking it, right? It's very important. Within a couple of weeks, especially for internal, right? You would be able to feel a difference. Less fatigue, sleeping better through the night.
My products help you to attack inflammation. Thank you so much. It's T. Renee, CBD oil, baby. My website right here, oxygen.com/691834.
Wow, T.
Awesome. Wow.
That was awesome. And I will say that T Renee does have my husband on on CBD, and he loves that spray. You just have to be careful when you spray it
Yes.
because you know some things tingling, but it does work. I have to say that. Thank you for telling me about it and allow me to purchase it from you.
You can also find me on Facebook, T Renee Mathis, on Twitter, on Instagram, T Renee Mathis, and I will be available to help you answer any and every questions. Thank you. Next, I'm so excited. My friend, Benja K. She is an amazing actress, and a lot of you guys don't know, but she's an entrepreneur, okay? She takes amazing pictures, amazing pictures. So without further ado, BK, are you in the building?
Thank you, T. That was an awesome introduction. Wow. So I've always loved taking pictures. And any of you who are my Facebook friends and sometimes on Instagram, I will post pictures that I've taken. And I've had a lot of people ask me, well, do you sell your pictures? Are they for sale? And I've been a little hesitant about selling them. But now I would like to share my pictures with the world, because having a beautiful picture on your wall, it enhances the room and enhances the ambiance of it. And I will show you a reel of some of the pictures that I will be selling today. But for this purpose right here, I just want to show you two. A lot of people know I like sunset. Sunset is my favorite time of day. And I have a series called Harlem Sunset. I hope I have this right. And this is one of the photos that I'll be selling today. And that's Harlem Sunset. And I take these pictures from my window. And I think the amazing thing about it is, although it's from my window and it's the same view, the sunsets are always different. And I call that God's art, because it's nothing but God. I mean, if you look out your window every night, or if you're outside every night, you're going to see that the sky is different. And my thing is sunsets, so that's one of them. The other thing I like taking pictures of are flowers and plants. So this is something else that I will be showing you in the videos that I have, and showing you, I guess, my eye for things. And if you like it, hit me up at Benja K. Thomas, BenjaKay Thomas, THOMAS @gmail.com. I'm working on my website, but for right now, you can hit me there. You can get me on Facebook. I am on Instagram at sweetbenja.com. Well, no, it's not .com. What is it on Instagram? Sweet Benja, @Sweet Benja. And
hi everybody, so thank you for watching my photography. First I'm showing you my pop art series, and then we're going to transition into my sunsets. And I'm just giving you a teaser of some of my photography that has been shown on Facebook, and also that's for sale. Now, inspiration. I take one of my pictures, and again, I make some pop art fantasy posters out of them, and I just think they look fantastic, and they'll look fantastic on your walls. You can put them on your living room or your bedroom or your bathroom or any room where you'd like to get inspired. So thank you for watching Benja K. Thomas Photography, and I hope that you pick up some prints. 1 week delivery it should be. Peace and love. Benja K. Thomas.
Oh, Miss Benja, I love your sunsets, and I love flowers, and I am so happy that you are, embracing the art and then wanting to share it with the world, because like you said, like having that picture on the wall. Wow.
And they're all poster size, so it's 18 by 20. Whatever you order, it's going to be poster.
Oh, okay. And how long does it normally take to ship out?
It should take about a week. It shouldn't even take that long, depending on, well, you know what they said about the mail. So I will definitely give you my Zelle information, and I will definitely ship it out to you right away. Now, the creator of this show, Actors Like the Series, she is so fantastic because she got a lot of things going on. And there's some things that I didn't even know about her. So she's going to tell you. So I want to introduce you to the most incredible person that I know. Well, one of the most incredible persons that I know. I love you, Miss Michele Baldwin. Michele, what you got?
I just wanted to say thank you because that was beautiful. And you know I love you. And I think you and T are awesome. And I'm so grateful and happy to still have you guys in my circle and doing this journey. Actors Life at the series, in fact, was started out of a need to inspire and uplift my fellow actors to keep the message for us and other people, no matter what profession you were, that you should live your dreams every day and as often as you can, to dare to live your dreams, to be bold, to be brave and fearless, and just set your goals and go after them. And so that's why we're just so honored to highlight this particular subject, entrepreneurship, because we are brave, we are bold, we are fearless, and honey, we are bossed up today with our entrepreneurship episode. So for myself, as a filmmaker, writer, director, that's my first entrepreneurship life. I create films, I create digital content of all types for all platforms. Now, for me, Miss Entrepreneur, the artist, I am a sustainable artist. And what that means is I will also incorporate things that were meant for the garbage and turn it into art, which is why I entitled my studio Art is My Heart. So welcome to Art is My Heart Studio with Michele Baldwin, where I create all things art. Now, I'll start with some beautiful earrings that I took and repurposed. So this is one pair. I'm actually going to put them on, but these were the old. I don't know if you could see how old they were, but then I painted them my own design. Aren't they beautiful? So these are a pair of earrings that I sustain. These are some additional earrings that I made out of copper and some gemstones. These are some that are painted. These are the pair that I have on. This is a bracelet in precious stone. And I also will bling out some shades for you. This pair is being done with regular gemstones. I also do Swarovski crystal, which costs a little more money, but basically anything that can receive some form of love through art, I work on it, whether sustaining something old or creating something new. This is some of the repurposed art that I do. I took this planner box, which is a limited edition. You'll have a number on them, and I paint different items on these boxes that were meant for the garbage. You can make them into planners, put dirt in it, and put herbs. These are some of my repurposed items. The bottles that I repurpose bottles. You can put bath salts, body wash, or any type of liquid or soluble powder in these types of bottles. These are my high heel sneakers. Everybody knows Michele loves high heels, and so I didn't want to get rid of these, so I actually bling them out to wear on set. These are some of my art pieces. These are, oh, that's my repurposed t-shirt, which I put some color on it. These are some repurposed jeans. That is the front of the jean, and this is the back of the jean. These are washable, cold water, and the color maintains. These are some sneakers that I painted on. This is some more of my artwork. This is mini work that I do. I do all sorts of art projects, and I even add hair, incorporate hair into some of my images, as you'll see in the photo. This is a self-portrait that I did. And speaking of sustainable, these are two projects for my students for sustainable art. They made a sculpture out of hangers, and then they made a photo, a picture out of bottle tops using an old cardboard box. So that's what I mean when I say sustainable art. If you would like to see some more artwork or find out what other types of artwork that I do, my website, which is actually, I'm still in the process of building it, as Benja said, is https:// Michele Baldwin, ENT.bookmark.com. That's Michele, 1L, Baldwin, ENT.bookmark.com. You'll find some of my artwork as an artist, as a filmmaker, director, writer, and actor. You can go to www.michele1lbaldwin.com. That's www.michele1lbaldwin.com. You'll find my contact information, and you'll get to see some of the work that I do as a writer, producer, director, and actor. I love that these entrepreneurs like myself and my ladies here, bold, brave, awesome, and just doing it. So don't be afraid to step on the ledge and get your entrepreneurship. This is the only time I'm going to tell you to step out on the ledge, is to just step out on the ledge and get your entrepreneurship on. Be brave, be bold, be daring, and have no apologies to no one. Just get your project out there or your product out there. Without further ado, I'm going to return to the ladies because I can't wait to meet these fabulous, fabulous entrepreneurs.
Next, I would like to introduce my niece. I'm so proud of this child. She's not a child, she's a woman. I'm so proud to introduce Miss Amber Tillies. And she has a candle line called Love and Aroma. And I can attest to how good this smells. You just want to eat it. It smells so good. But I'll let Amber tell you all about it. Amber, tell us one of the biggest, most impactful challenges you face being an entrepreneur.
So one of the most biggest impactful challenges I had as an entrepreneur is definitely lack of business knowledge and resources. So I'm from New York, home of a hustler. You can give me a product, I can sell it. I can make a product and sell it. It was just, I was missing that business piece to it. Now, being a hustler is a gem. So once I was able to knowledge myself and educate myself more, I was able to produce the results that I was looking for to grow my company. So I was missing a business plan, knowing how to market the product, finding sources, financing sources. So it was just a lot of business knowledge that I wasn't aware of. I just assumed that I could just come up with a product and, sell it. So that's been my challenge. I've also taken time to revamp Love and Aroma. So I've had to change my branding, my marketing strategy. I had to learn the difference between putting the money in a business account instead of just mixing it in with my own personal account. Taxes, let's talk about taxes. I didn't really know much about taxes. I was actually on a phone call with accounting, and he was telling me things, and I was just like, honestly, sir, all this is new to me, and if I did not get on the phone with you today, come tax season, I would have been screwed. So it's been a challenge, but I love a good challenge, and it's actually it's been helpful. So now I know if I want to do another business venture, what steps I need to take differently.
So proud of you. So tell us about Love and Aroma.
All right, guys. So Love and Aroma is very special to me because it came to me as I don't want to say necessarily a dream, more like a vision. My ancestor, he appeared in the dream, and he just basically, how do I say this without sounding too wacky? All right, so he was just he was showing me, we were going down just the path of what I was going to be doing. You're going to open up a store, you're going to do this and that. And then I woke up the next morning, I sent a text to my siblings, was like, guys, I'm about to start a candle company. I don't know how, but Fred was literally in this dream. So I knew from there that it was something that I had to act on immediately and not necessarily let it sit. Because sometimes, we come up with ideas and we sit on it and we just never execute it. So once I had that dream, I just started executing it. I had to come up with a name, was a struggle. So I thought about aroma. Now I know for me, aroma, it triggers a specific memory, it can affect your emotions, it gives you a vibe. And I always kind of had a connection with smell. From the time I go upstairs to my grandparents' house, they have their coffee. Both of my mom and my dad actually had perfume collection. I just always just love to smell things. Like, it's a bad habit I do now. I smell my food. Like, I just always been connected to aroma. So I thought love and aroma. So that's how those things came hand in hand. And then I also wanted to figure out, how can I separate myself from other brands? Now, the candle business is like $1 billion business. So I just thought about ways of jotting down ways of how to separate myself. So I came up with a collection. So I have a lavender collection. That's a selection where it's different fragrance oils paired with lavender, the lavender essential oil. And then I have the seasonal, the signature brand, which, you know, you'll find your holiday season candles. If you're someone who's like earthy scents, fruity scents, floral, just things like that. And then my favorite collection is the Love and Desire. Those are scents that's like seductive, romantic, irresistible. You know, for your grown folks, I plan on adding those candles where they can become massage oil candles. So, you know, whenever you grown folks do what you grown folks do. So Love and Aroma, you know, pick up that grown and sexy collection.
Well, where is it? Let me see it.
Mango, the top seller. And then we have the pink margarita, as well as the vanilla cashmere. These are all the 7 ounces. Oh, so the retail price is $9, and I also have a 10 ounce that goes for $14. Some of the pros and cons that I had to come up with when it comes to candles was figuring out fragrance oils, understanding fragrance oil blends, what pairs well with each other, what type of scents that people actually like. So that's been a pro and a con, because what smells good to me might not smell good to you. And it was just hard trying to figure that out, because I would make all these candles and I didn't know I didn't know how somebody else would take them. So, you know, I started giving them out and sampling them. And from then on, I knew, like, wow, Love and Aroma is going to be bigger than what I thought it was, than me just, you know, selling candles. It was really just a side hustle. And I just thought, like, no, I'm getting requests. Like, I never even launched yet. I haven't launched yet. Most of my sales has been through word of mouth. I really don't market nothing yet. So yeah, man, Love and Aroma is going to be big. I'm trying to be a Black-owned Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm going to eventually start making soaps, lip scrubs, body scrubs, all this. Room
Nice.
sprays, wax tarts, you name it.
So what do you do for your daily business? What are some of the things that you do?
Promote on Instagram. A lot of it is through Instagram, just posting on Instagram, just posting tweets, showing people that I'm making it. Even if I'm not selling at the moment, just like, let me just give that life. Like, people like to see, I realized, as far as like a marketing strategy, people like to see more personal things. So I'll make videos whenever I'm making a candle, and I'll just post it on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that. Whenever I'm doing samples that I just made, I'll give them out to my friends, my coworkers, just sampling, a lot of sampling.
I see that your candles are soy. Tell me about that.
Yes. So it was very important to me that I'll create a product that's going to continue to keep God's green earth flowing. And I wanted to make sure it was very environmental friendly. So I use coconut and soy wax blend instead of using a paraffin wax that most major companies use, and those release toxins. Now, I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to tell you all the type of toxins that's released, but it's less environmental friendly. So with these are made straight from coconut and soy wax. There's no added products or anything in it, just the wax, the fragrance oils, and that's that.
I think I have about 2 more questions for you, Amber. What kind of resources would you want if you had a magic genie to grant it to you?
Financial resources. Definitely financial resources. A lot of it was just out of my pocket, between marketing, coming up with a web design, being able to print labels, products. So a lot of my struggle right now, honestly, is only when it comes to just finances.
Oh, I hear you. And then what advice can you give to someone who wants to start a business like you did?
Educate yourself. Educate yourself. Make sure it's something that you're going to be able to put your heart into or your passion, because it's not easy. You're not going to make money guaranteed. So you really have to just be willing to take those losses, accept those losses, and know that I know the bigger picture. I know where this is going. Yeah, like I said, man, just make sure it's something that you know that you really love and something that you want to put out there, and just consider how you want people to receive that product.
I'm gonna maybe go back to something you said. You said you're not gonna make money. Do you mean like in the beginning?
In the beginning.
Okay.
So not necessarily in the beginning, you're gonna just think, because that's what I thought. I was like, oh, I'm about to start making stacks. You know, I'm about to start collecting me a bag. That's it. I can quit my job in the next couple of months. But no, actually, I had a wake-up call, and no. So just be prepared to take losses. Like, every loss is not a loss, it's a lesson from it. And just make sure you learn that lesson from that loss.
Amber, you are so beautiful. I've always said that you are so beautiful, and I am so proud of you, because the candle that I have of yours, the mango and yeah, show it again, girl.
Coconut mango.
Yes, it's almost like I want to eat it, and then and they
last long too.
Yes.
You can burn it. I know it's a bad habit. I burn them all day. I don't blow them out. I'll wake up the next day and they still burning it. They last for a good 3 days.
Not only do they last, but the smell of it, once you blow the fire out, the smell lingers as well. So it's a beautiful candle. You have a beautiful line, and I wish you all the success that you want.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. So that's it, girl. Any last words, or are you good?
No, I am good. My young entrepreneurs, go out there. Black people are the market. Let me tell you something. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. We are the market. We can make anything we want, and we can sell it. We can make money off it. It could be our dream. I had a dream and it came true. So anybody can have a dream and make it come true. And I've come from nothing.
Amber, that is fantastic. Oh my God. I hope that the world experiences your candles, because I know I sure love it.
Wow, I cannot wait to try that product. Next, let's talk about credit, because my brother is going to be here, Mr. Kenneth Todd Nelson of Good Credit Builders. He's going to talk about credit, because even in a pandemic, we still need to work on our credit. Kenneth Todd Nelson, my brother, my friend. What made you, Kenneth Todd Nelson, become, and I quote from you, the #1 credit coach in the world?
First of all, thank you for having me, Renee. I really appreciate it, and everyone that's part of this amazing project. For me, how did I become the #1 credit coach in the world? It's very interesting. It's a dual situation. I'm going to try to be very quick with this story. But I grew up in North Carolina, and I was pretty much raised by my great-grandmother and my mom too, but my great-grandmother, she raised me, but I was struggling with reading in school. And my grandmother couldn't help me, and my mom was illiterate. She probably had a maybe 5th grade education. She dropped out of school to take care of her brothers and sisters when she was much younger. And so she knew she couldn't help me. And my great-grandmother knew she couldn't help me. But my great-grandmother had an American Express card. And she got me this program. I think I was in what grade was I in? I want to say maybe 3rd, 4th grade. And I got this program called Hooked on Phonics. And so it was like 1-800-ABD-CFG, whatever it was, I forget. And so with that being said, she got me that program, and I learned how to read. And I actually taught her how to read. But if it wasn't for that American Express card, it would not have never happened. So maybe 20 years later, 25 years later, I moved to Los Angeles. I'm an actor, and I moved from California I'm from New York to California. And so what happened was I went out there to audition and I actually got sick. I ended up getting breast cancer. And so stage 2, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so I was like, what am I going to do? I always like helping people fix their credit. And I love, the American Express. I always wanted one. So I was like, you know what, let me get my own American Express. And a few years after that, I started my company. And it was because I was sick, because I was trying to figure out what am I going to do to be able to take care of myself. And I used to do this for fun, and it turned into this whole business. So it came from me being sick from breast cancer, having an American Express card from my grandmother, learning all of this and turning it into a business and actually getting certified and building up my clientele now. I work with realtors, I work with doctors, I work with lawyers, I work with just anybody that needs help with rebuilding their credit and also establishing business credit. It's amazing how something is meant to destroy you, but it's kind of setting you up for your destiny. And that's what exactly happened to me. And I'm KT, and this is my story.
So tell us, Kenneth, how does one start to rebuild their credit? Say you have terrible credit. How do you start? Where should somebody start? And why should they talk to you?
Well, I think it's so interesting. I think fear is really paralyzing for some people because some people don't know what's on their credit at all. Now, a lot of people do use Credit Karma, but Credit Karma shows you Vantage 3 scores, which are not your FICO scores. A lot of lenders look at your FICO score. And there are 3 different credit bureaus. There's TransUnion, there's Equifax, and there's Experian. And so you need to know what is on all 3 credit bureaus. And so then once you realize what's on your credit bureau, in my company, we do a credit analysis. So we kind of go through all of them and we kind of cross-reference. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of different things on people's reports that are inaccurate, dates are wrong, and you have the right to challenge anything out of the report, on the report. And so with that being said, you need to look what's on your credit report first. And then from there, if there's anything inaccurate or if there's anything that you want to challenge, keyword challenge, you can challenge those things and have them removed off the report. So it opens up so many doors. I think a lot of people don't know this, but I'm gonna drop a jewel if that's okay for you. Let's see, I'm gonna give you guys some free knowledge. Okay, this will really help you build your score. Let's just say, for instance, you have a credit card. A lot of times people, they pay their bills on time. They pay it by the due date, right? But there are 2 different dates that you need to know about. The due date, of course, pay the bill by that date, but also you need to know when the cycle date ends, because the day that cycle date ends is the day that it's going to be reported to the credit bureau. So for instance, if my bill is due on the 25th, okay, my cycle date could be the 20th. I need to pay the bill by the 20th because I pay it by the 20th. That amount is going to be reported to the credit bureaus. And not only that, if you also see some balances that are incorrect, you can always call your creditor and have them do a manual update. But not only that, there's different, payment history is so important. That's 35% of your credit history report is credit history. A lot of people don't have that. They have negative credit history. And so what my company does, we help you build installment accounts and revolving, because in order to have a great score, you need multiple accounts, and that includes revolving and also installment. What is a revolving account? A revolving account is something that's always changing, the credit card. So it's going to change based upon your utilization, all right? What's an installment account? A car payment or a secured loan that you're paying down. You need multiple of accounts in all those categories in order to have a good score. So I think a lot of times, like I was talking earlier, fear is paralyzing. And I think a lot of people are just afraid. And it's really mindset, because what I deal with every day is people mindset. A lot of times people have the money, but sometimes they forget to pay their bills. There are not systems in place. So I'll give you a prime example when I talk about mindset. I had a client who, she makes probably about $200,000. She had a 500 credit score. Now you would think that she would be paying her bills on time, but she just really sometimes just forgot to pay her bills, and there were certain systems not in place. And I had a conversation with her, and I remember us talking, and we were saying, when she was growing up, that her mom always paid the minimum, and that was it. And so when you have that mindset of just paying the minimum, just not, even if you have abundance, sometimes you can, your credit score can be affected by that. So she always paid the minimum. And so we had to dig a little deep, and it was just the mindset, how she was handling certain things. And it's okay to ask for help. And I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of people don't want to ask for help. And not only that, there's so many different things that you can do to improve your credit score. So many things that are free. I'm gonna drop another free one out for you guys. There's something called Experian Credit Boost. Experian Credit Boost is absolutely free. If you pay a cell phone bill, if you pay a light bill, a cable bill, you can now get those things added to your credit report for free. So you can go Google Experian Credit Boost, utilize that, and you could potentially get up to 40 points for free instantly. So I've talked to a lot of people who say, I don't need a credit card. I don't need credit. Let me tell you something. Instead of using your debit card, I always tell people, use your credit card. If you have the money, pay it off immediately because you can build up your credit that way. A lot of times people don't think that they need credit, but you need it because in order to obtain credit, you have to establish. And if you can't get anything in your name, I always suggest people maybe to start off with a secure loan. That will help you build. You put the money, for instance, you put $200 down, and then they will give you a $200 credit card. Capital One is good for doing that, but they pay the most in interest. I don't really like that, but they do help your credit score. There's another one called Credit One. Those are bottom tier cards, but sometimes you have to start there to build your way up in order to get like a platinum card from American Express. You need credit. Think about the pandemic that we're in right now. Even with SBA loans, there are a lot of people that are sole proprietors. There are a lot of people that if your business if you would have had things in place, your credit, because they check Experian, you could qualify for the SBA loan. If you are ready, you don't have to get ready. So I would just really encourage everybody to take a look at your credit. Don't be afraid, because when you have good credit, it opens up so many doors. Your interest rates are better. I'm gonna give you a prime example. I had one of my clients, they actually went out for the same card, 2 different states. One had, it was a BMW, I think a 4 Series. And initially, one had a score of, I think it was like a 713, and the other one had one of 640. And the one with the 713 actually paid less money, and they made more money. The person who had less money his score wasn't quite where he wanted to be. He pays more interest. And so there's a system that people don't know about. So if you have good credit, you really, really save money. I'm gonna drop another jewel for you because I think this is important. Authorized users. Okay, now a lot of times I know people well, not a lot, but I've noticed talking to a lot of my clients that someone may put like a light bill or cable bill in their name and they don't know, but there's certain things that you put in your name that actually will benefit you. Let me give you a prime example. It's called authorized user. It's called piggybacking. So I use piggybacking because I used to have terrible credit. I was back in like the 400s before I had like 800. And I remember my friends added me to their credit cards. But in order to do that, you have to find somebody that has good credit, that has never been late, the utilization is not high. If they add you to their credit card, that will help you get all that payment history on your credit report. And so that helps you build faster. Because some people are not building credit. And so you have to start doing something in order to build. It's called piggybacking.
Awesome. So Kenneth, where can people reach you if they want to reach out to you and say, listen, Tate, fix my credit?
Well, you can go, I just want to encourage everybody, because I think we talk about a lot of different things. We can talk about football, basketball, or getting your nails done and all that kind of stuff. But talking about credit is so important. And I think we need to strip the shame away. But if you want to find out about my company, you can go to Instagram. You can look at me personally at Kenneth Todd Nelson on IG, or you can go to my business website, goodcreditbuilders.com, or you can go to IG page at goodcreditbuilders.com. I do it with my brother. He's one of my business partners. His name is Marcus Nelson. We're business partners. We have over 2,000 clients. We love helping people. So if you want to build and if you want to go on this journey, we invite you. We can do a free consultation. I'm excited. And I'll give y'all like 10% off. You just got to mention that you got it from here, and then we'll definitely take care of you.
All right.
Oh man, you dropped some jewels. Now, ladies, are we going to apply those tools? Absolutely.
Yes, we are. Oh my God, that was great.
Definitely.
So Kenneth Todd Nelson, let me get this straight. He's going to raffle off a free credit repair for one lucky viewer. So somebody is going to get their credit repaired in 2020. Is it going to be you?
Yeah, who's it going to be? We just don't know. You guys got to stay tuned to the show to find out who's going to get the raffle winnings that are the fruits of this show. Ow. Wow, man, these entrepreneurs are killing it today. You guys got to go out and please support our entrepreneurs. They are bossed up and ready for your business. Right, ladies?
That's right.
Yes.
This next entrepreneur coming up is a person that I met working in corporate America. So while we were working 9 to 5 and we were both pursuing our goals and our dreams, Miss Thang was working on frail tail t-shirts and caps. And so here she is, Miss Eslyn Tate of Frail Tail, with her t-shirt entrepreneur story. So Miss Eslyn, welcome and thank you for visiting us here at the Actor's Life, the series Rewind, episode 9 on entrepreneurship. One of the things I would like to know, can you tell the audience what is the biggest challenge you faced as an entrepreneur?
One challenge that really hits me a little bit is that when you have customers that don't necessarily, they support you, but they don't support you. What I've been told a few times is that someone wanted to know about where I got my t-shirts from, who made it for me, and they were like, "Oh no, I ain't telling them where I got my little gem from." They're like, they were mentioning I'm their personal t-shirt designer. So in doing that, they're limiting me to them and not to anybody else that would possibly want to have the same work done for them. I mean, I do customization. I can't imagine that that person you pass it on to would want the exact same thing that you have gotten. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All the custom things I've customized are totally different things. Some surprises, some plain things, mm-hmm. And to tell someone else about what I'm doing is a great help to me to have me venture on. But I just basically learned from that I won't rely on customers. I just have to do my own thing and do promote. People want to buy stuff that's like them, that's similar to them. So like demographics as far as in, am I targeting kids? Am I targeting women? Am I targeting what's out today, or what's going on, things that's going on today? Or am I just trying to put out different designs and people are wondering where they came from? It's kind of hard to focus on one thing for me, so I can sometimes have a lot of different designs, and then some people may be targeted more towards what's going on today, like Black Lives Matters or things like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So please tell us what the inspiration was behind your t-shirt business, and also tell me about the logo, because I already know, but the audience doesn't know about the logo.
Well, I was supposed to be a designer when I grew up. So I had my kids young. So in doing that, I deterred my passion to be able to take care of my family. So in doing so, that put it on hold. But I said that I was going to get back into design in some type of way until I could fully get back to that. And you're never too old to fulfill your dreams. So I love t-shirts. As a matter of fact, I love everything from top to bottom as far as fashion concerned. But I love t-shirts a whole lot, and I decided why not try to put designs on top of t-shirts using all the techniques I've learned as I was growing up, designing and I sew. So I use my sewing techniques and all that, those types of things, and apply it to my designs and how I cut them out and customize them and form them to become the piece of work that is put on the t-shirt. I look at it that way. When I have an idea of making a t-shirt in mind, when I actually design mine as well as when I customize for others, the goal is that you use the t-shirt as a shirt that you would wear under a suit, or that you would wear anywhere from a suit to dress pants by itself, or jogger pants, or any type. There's no set way you should have to wear them. Like when I tend to try to show how stuff can be worn of mine that's made or designed by me, I tend to pair them with the shoes, and I put the necklaces and hats and things like that. And a lot of my photos, I take stuff from my closet and I tend to match them up with the outfit to show you that when you're looking at it, because most people feel like a t-shirt for $25, really, for a t-shirt? I can get one from blah, blah, blah. But you can't get one that's customized for that particular jacket that you like. So if you like this certain jacket, or you want this certain color to match, of something to match with your shoes, I can do that with my t-shirts. And then there you go. That's your t-shirt from head to toe, from day to night. You start out with a pair of jeans and maybe a jean jacket with your t-shirt. By the end of the day, if you're going out with the girls, you can switch into some funky pants and put a necklace on with it. And then at night, you can just put them on with your pajama pants and go to bed.
That's awesome. So we love that your t-shirts, maybe out of this comes t-shirts with a fashion sense. You can go from the playground to the ballroom.
Right. And we're seeing that done more often. People are wearing them with tutus and all kinds of things. So that's the goal that I always had in mind from the jump when you wear mine. The design of my logo is a two-parter. Actually, my business name is Frailtail, which happens to be a name that my father called me when I was young, because I was such a twig. So he would call me Frailtail all the time. So in honor of him, I chose that name for the fact of that and its uniqueness. Then also, my daughter, when she was about 5 years old, I always put like paper on the floor in the house and allow her creativity to run. So she just would begin to draw and do different things. And I'm all about arts and everything. I love drawing, anything's creative. So she began to draw this figure. And once she drew this figure, I thought it was so cute. I said, oh my God, I want to do something with that. So then the figure, this is actually the original picture that she drew, which ended up becoming my logo. And I put that together to form Frailtail. That's where everything came from. That's how I built that.
Tell us a little bit about the t-shirt and the quality people can expect to find in your t-shirt, because you don't just print a t-shirt on a generic machine like some people do, and that's okay. It's nothing wrong with that. But when we get into price point, people need to understand what quality they're getting versus. So tell us about a little bit about the process. Well, you said a little bit about the process, but tell us a little bit how you bridge these techniques to make this t-shirt that is like, I love the quality. I mean, I've washed and washed and washed, and it still maintains its original status.
That's the designer in me, and trying to make what I design last, what I create. Whatever I put on my back and what I like, I want the same for other people. So when I choose items to be considered for my t-shirts, they're usually something that's soft, something that can be worn from day to make you want to wear it from day to night. I expect you to want to sleep in the t-shirt too by the end of the night, not just because you were tired, just because it feels comfortable. So I make sure I pick the best products, and that's where I start off at with the t-shirt as the platform that I'm going to create the design on. Then I use two different techniques of actually applying the graphic onto the t-shirt. One is the best and the most unique HT, which is heat transfer vinyl materials. That's one technique. And another technique is sublimation printing. And sublimation printing allows you to put images, print out images and transfer them onto tees. I can actually show you a sample of that later, but getting back to the initial start of creating a t-shirt, I have to take designs and digitize them. So that's where I get a little bit more technical, and I break down the graphic so that it can be made to be printed onto the t-shirt the way the person desired it. Because some people, when I do customizations, and most people don't use unique, I want to say fonts or design patterns for t-shirts, because when you do that, it's a lot more work. So besides this digitize, I have to digitizing again is breaking down the picture or the object that I want to design. Then I break it down and I print it out on my printer. My printer is a commercial printer. It's not something that you'll buy from Michael's, I guess is the best way to say it. It's an industrial, I guess is what I want to say. So I utilize that printer. I print off the graphic, and then the job is not done there because now I have to break down the image by actually printing it off, actually weeding it. It's called weeding it. So I take a utensil, and I use it to break up the pattern of the picture. Then it forms a shape. So that could be something that can be seen in here. The different lines within the face of Bob Marley. There, that's what make it becomes the actual picture as opposed to of a block of vinyl. So that's how I end up putting everything together, and you get your final product.
Awesome. I see you have more than t-shirts. So what else do you sell? Quickly tell us that.
Well, the forefront of my business is t-shirts, but I mainly do fast fashion, which are sweatshirts and hoodies. And then I can also create different designs on whether you want a pillow to be done. Like it could be things for that. I've done paper bags. Like someone who was a designer, she had wanted her designer name on her bag. That's actually on one of my posts that I put on Instagram. And you can see how I made designer bags for her, but that becomes a little bit costly and people don't want to pay for names on bags and stuff like that. But it's a nice touch to your business if you want that done. I've done logos and stuff like that. So if I can just show you real quickly, like a difference between HTV vinyls as opposed to sublimation, it would be something like this. This is something that's sublimated.
Okay.
A personal drawing of my daughter or a picture.
Yeah,
This one
that looks like Halili's drawings.
This one would be of my son. That's actual sublimation, where you can put more like of a personalized picture design onto your t-shirt. The other vinyl type one is something like this, whereas I did something for a hair expo, and the hair expo was based around black hair. Actually, it's the New Jersey Natural Hair Expo, which TV's is runner of that. That's a good person you might want to consider for Bossed Up. These are one of the designs that
I love that
you guys had seen. I'm gonna try to move a little faster.
I love that you have people of color on and messages that speak to people of color. So tell us about the importance of that and why you chose to celebrate us in a lot of your designs. And I know that you're diverse and you will make designs for anyone, but when you're making your own personal designs, I know that they tend to be more for us, for people of color. So speak about why that's so important to you.
It's important because we as people like fashion, and we like to make statements. So we especially like to make statements about things that's near and clear to us, and we tend to speak them out in our clothing, and we shout them out in our t-shirts. So I've done so much of done things with like power fists on it. Like, and the one back here, like I picked my hair because it came a time where we had to be concerned about our hair, and there had to be a law passed for us to even wear our hair a certain way and stuff like that. So I actually I picked my hair to show that I picked my hair as opposed to anything else. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that this particular day I picked my hair. I choose my hair, and this is how I like to do it. And then Bob Marley is a good figure for us. Everybody loves Bob Marley and stuff like that. So I just tend to try to stay near and dear, close to me. The prices tend to run, they can start anywhere from $25 and up. What ends up happening when you get into customizing, of course, is more because that's personalized to you, and you want this here, you want this, that, you want this, all these different things added onto it. So based on what you customize, what you want, the price will be a little higher. So you might want something added on the sleeve, that's an additional price. You want something added on the back, that's an additional price. So we would have to talk it out and work through it, because you might want a certain material, might be a blingy material, or you just want a plain material, or you just want one word, or you want, one word here and one word, it all depends on how much you want to hype up your shirt. Sizes that I carry, and for men and women, they go anywhere from extra small all the way up to XXX, and even 4X. If someone has a certain size beyond those sizes, I can always get them. Those are just the sizes that I regularly keep on hand. If I do all different types of functions for t-shirts. So whether you want to customize for teams at work, family reunions, or you just want to make a fashion statement, and actually really enjoy what I do, and I enjoy what I call making someone else's vision come to life, and make it come to life on a t-shirt. So that can be so much as a design, or it could be if you want a picture of your kid on your shirt, or a family member, or something memorable to you. I like to treat it as something that you'll last forever. I provide instructions for how to wash it to make it last longer. I treat it like it would be a personal item to me. So I like for it to go on for a long time for your enjoyment.
Good. So you want your customer to know that when they purchase, regardless of the cost, $25 or whatever, that they're going to get an item that will last. Another thing that I know about you, and I hope that it's okay to share, Eslyn is a single mom, and so she is raising her daughter, and her son is older. We're not going to tell her age, but tell us how that has been, because I have to say that working with you, I never heard you really complain or make any kind of complaints in working, because I've been to your house and I've seen you work tirelessly between the 9 to 5, and then you jump onto this entrepreneurship, and you've got this preteen who's bursting with, and she's a talent herself, and I would love to have her on another show, because look, and we'll talk about how she's gotten to be where she is, but answer that question.
It's a balancing act, trying to balance, of course, job, my daughter, as well as my passion. So what tends to happen is when I have work and I have to take care of my daughter as well as do homework and stuff like that, I have to end it at the end of the day. And then at the end of the day, that begins me taking care of how Liddy far as eating and is concerned, and as well as feeding her and doing her homework and all that kind of stuff. So once I get her situated with that, then I can sit down after I've put her to bed, and then I can begin my time. So my time can start from anywhere from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, depending on what type of orders I have or just personal time. So it's a huge balancing act, and that is another one of my challenges in trying to be an entrepreneur and continue with it tirelessly. Excuse me. Well, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. My hashtags are #FrailTale as one word, or either @FrailTale. You can also reach me via email, frailtale@gmail.com. I accept Cash App, PayPal, Square, Venmo, Zelle, all different types of paying options in order to make a purchase. It's better if you email me and make your request. I am working on changing over things so that I can do ordering online. That's my next focus as I move forward into 21.
All right, so thank you for being here.
Man, Eslyn, I tell you, I'm just so proud of you again. Just watching you from start to now and seeing you grow and, watching you do your thing and having me be honored. I didn't, she didn't pick me because I was her friend. I won in a raffle to name one of her t-shirts, Cap the Ring. In fact, I'll have to show that to you. But thank you so much for coming here and sharing your story. We so appreciate you. And we're honored to have you here on An Actress Like the Series Rewind.
Awesome. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you for coming on to the show. Next on deck is Miss Jennifer Katzman. Now, I know Jennifer, but I did not know that Jennifer was a creative. Jennifer, tell us about Mimosa Masterpiece.
Tell us one of the biggest, most impactful challenges you faced being an entrepreneur.
So this was kind of my side hustle. I had probably about 6 months worth of business lined up from February through August, and all of that was canceled as of the end of February. So while it was a huge challenge and a big disruption, I will call it my silver lining because we totally blew up after that.
Excellent. So tell us about, first of all, where did you come up with the name Mimosa? Because that's one of my favorite drinks. Tell us about Mimosa and Masterpieces.
So my idea for having this business came about after I took a friend to a paint and sip studio. She had never picked up a paintbrush in her entire life. She loved what she did. She was so proud of herself. And I have been chasing that feeling ever since. So that seeing somebody be proud of themselves and seeing it was that self-care moment. She enjoyed it so much. I wanted to bring that joy to other people. So we decided we're going to try this and see what happens. And the very first one I said, I want to paint wine glasses. And what could we call it? We would have a brunch, we'd paint wine glasses, and we called that event Mimosas and Masterpieces. And I was like, that's the name. So we researched, made sure, I made sure that it was available. So I own the name, I own the rights. And then also Munchkins and Masterpieces. So I bought that name as well for kids. So in case anybody is a little, hesitant about alcohol being mentioned in the name, we have that for kids too.
Before we go into your beautiful paintings, what's your background, like your business background, and what skills do you think you bring to your business?
Let's see. So I don't have a degree, don't have a business degree. I have been working for the same company for almost 20 years full time. I do a lot of almost everything within the company I can do. I don't know, I'm going to be totally honest, I don't know how to deal with money. I don't know how to deal with finances. I know if I'm making money, but I don't know all the ins and outs. So I am hiring a financial person to help me with that because I also don't have time to learn it all. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I've always had a side hustle of one thing or another. I'm teaching my son to do the same. He has his own little business too. And I don't know, I think it just comes from I've always wanted to bring joy to other people. So if I can do that in some sort of way, this definitely is doing that for me and for others. So we've just kept going. But yeah, I don't have any, no business, no degree, no piece of paper that tells me this is what you're going to do. It's just kind of in your heart, in your soul.
And you have your intuition, and you're saying that you're going to get an accountant. So it sounds like business is booming, girl. How is business going during this pandemic?
So at the beginning of the year, let's say February, my goal, because this is my side hustle, I've been doing this for 5 years. My goal was to have 500 followers or 500 likes on my page. And to date, we are just below 15,000 in a couple of months. It's been just beyond amazing. So in February, when everything was canceled, so to speak, I decided I just wanted to put positives out because, COVID had hit, everybody was kind of down and depressed and, schools canceled, everything was happening all at once. I decided, let's just try and do a free paint night and see what happens. Let's just tell everybody, here's what you need, join us live. And we had so many, we had maybe, 180 people on with us that first night. I stepped away from my phone and my computer after doing the first one. And I came back and just saw the messages and the pictures and the comments, and people were tipping me. And I lost it. I cried. I just handed Mark the phone, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is what I need to do. I need to be all in and do this. So we are working very hard to do that with all of those tips from everybody that sent us something. We decided we now need to do something for kids. So we bought birthday gifts for all the kids that we asked, does anybody have kids with birthdays in April, in March or April? Let's do a birthday party. So we did a painting party. We sent them birthday gifts. We painted cupcakes. And it's just been spreading throughout. And now it's not just kind of my little local box of people that I could travel to, because typically we were a traveling paint and sip. Now we're all over the world. It's been just amazing to me. I'm so humbled by everybody that shared and liked and commented, and I get these messages daily about how we help them through depression or through their anxiety, or we calm them and help them, just kind of get through the day. And we need more of that right now. So, I'm doing what I need to do. This is my spot.
Absolutely. So Jennifer, I just want to go back for a second. You said, you had maybe 100 followers and then it just grew. What was it? What was the magic touch, the magic wand that you had in your hand? Did you show the video one night and then everybody started following, or what happened?
I have been involved in a ton of different direct sales businesses. Again, I've always had a side hustle, 1, 2, 3 at a time. I'll say I took a lot of social media training from the last direct sales company that I was with. And I follow a girl, I don't know if you guys want that information, but I follow somebody for social media training, and she really kind of opened my eyes to different things of what I'm doing, like learning how to do the right things, like engagement posts, learning how to, and I do things naturally as far as building relationships with people. It's not a forced thing. You're not going to see me, spam 1,000 people saying, hey, come join me. I don't do that. We build relationships, and while doing that, the bigger your audience is, the faster it grows. So, if people love what they're doing, I guess they're sharing it. The Nightmare Before Christmas painting that we plan on doing October 8th, I haven't even looked at it in the last few days, but to date has reached, so our people's reach is over 3.5 million people. So yeah, so we are, I'm truly I have a hard time getting through it without crying sometimes, because I'm just this little person in, South Bound Brook, New Jersey. And this is what I love doing. So I am starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, that this is our full future, that I can be doing this. But we are right now a full packing, shipping, painting. We're at all right now, because we began offering painting kits to those that couldn't get them or would rather have the specific supplies. So we started doing that, and within 2 weeks of having a website up, we had over 300 kit orders. So we're just going. We are flying by the seat of our pants, but we're going.
So I think I might have 2 more questions for you. First of all, mailing stuff out, how long does it take for your customers to receive their product?
We would like to say within a week. I would like to say that. As of now, I'm still filling orders from September 10th. That's how far behind we've gotten, just because it grew so quickly. I can't keep the supplies in fast enough to get it out. So we are scrambling sometimes. I bought, let's say 50 of each item to get it out for the week. And then, 200 orders came in. And then I'm like, okay, I guess we have to order maybe 300 of each item. And that went quickly. And so now I'm ordering 500 or 1,000 of each thing. But we just never, and I'm still working a full-time job in here, getting home. We're working on that. And I'm up until 2, 3 in the morning, packing, shipping, doing it, and then doing lives or doing We offer private Zoom classes. If you and your girlfriends want to get together and just have your own private party, we do that too virtually as well. So we have those scheduled throughout the week too. So we're painting 3 to 4 times a week on top of all of, the physical shifting and everything else.
Wow, well, it sounds like masterpiece. I mean, Mimosa's a masterpiece. You will probably have that as your full-time gig because it's a beautiful idea and you're helping people. So my last question to you, Jennifer, beautiful Jennifer, is what advice could you give to anyone who wants to start a business?
I'd say you have to be all in. You do. You have to be all in. I definitely learned that in February. Having several other side hustle kind of things, I had to let it go. It takes time, though. It takes time. So we're approaching our 5 years, but I have gone to countless, E&I groups, marketing meetings, networking groups. I've done a ton of that in the past, in the last 5 years. So it's finally coming together. I think you have to put yourself out there more than once. It's not a one-time deal, like, whatever. I have family members that are just now joining. They're like, oh, that's what you're doing after 5 years. But so yeah, it takes time. Have patience, but be all in.
And I said that was my last question, but my very, very last question is, Jennifer, do you think that your entrepreneur spirit inspired your son Aiden so that he became a mini entrepreneur?
I think he's the same way. He likes to make a buck, man. This kid is great. So I think, yes, for sure. He sees me with a business. He sees me with business products, let's say business cards or my banners or whatever. He has all of his own business cards and banners and signage and everything too. So he fixes vacuums for people. And this is what he's been doing for several years. He has his own little savings account. He likes to save up for new vacuums, of course. But we are both learning stocks and investing together. So his first stock purchase was a Tesla stock. So he's very excited because that grew recently. But yes, certainly. We learn together sometimes though. He's down here helping me with painting or paint kits and everything else as well. So we're an entrepreneurial family.
And I see you getting ready for Halloween back there.
That was from Hocus Pocus Thursday. So on Thursday night, we went live. It's a free paint night. We had almost 870 people with us. At least that was the top number that we saw, but 870 people joined us live. And we painted. We made cocktails. We painted Hocus Pocus. And the message, I can't even keep up with the messages and the photos coming in, but we ask everybody at the end of our paint nights to please send in your photos, because at a physical event, I get to take a picture of everybody together when they're done. In this way, we can't quite do that. So we ask everyone, send in your photos. We love to see either just your painting or, if you were willing to, a photo with you and your painting. So we have gotten, there's hundreds of them that are coming in to me. So even if one person is signed on, there may have been a group of 4, 5, 6 people at their own personal paint night when they're painting live with us. It's so awesome seeing so many smiles and so many happy people. I take things very personal. So those 3, 4 little angry emojis in my thing, sometimes I'm going, what did I do? What happened? So I'm learning also to kind of like brush those things off. And that's something that, again, an entrepreneur should, keep that in mind too. You have thousands and thousands of loves. Don't focus on those little angries.
Focus on the one little negative one that might come in, right?
It's so true. I had a hard time with it, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Let it go.
Is there any last thing you want to say that I haven't asked or we haven't asked you?
I don't think so. We certainly would love for everyone to join us when you get a chance.
Can't wait.
Most nights are free. We're on the Facebook page or on our website. We have some previously recorded videos that are available if anyone wants to take a peek there, and you can download them from our website.
Awesome. And I know you have mimosa, but what's your favorite drink?
Probably the my favorite drink. You know, lately it's been screwball whiskey.
Oh, so we're gonna have to have a screwball whiskey night.
That's it. We can do that.
Oh, by the way, Jennifer, we are doing a raffle next month. Would you like to donate one of your paintings to our raffle?
Absolutely. We will definitely donate a paint kit to whoever would like to paint with us. So no problem. You let us know who gets it and we'll ship it for you.
Awesome. Oh man, you're the best. Jennifer, I can't wait. I think I'm going to sign up for one of your online mimosas and masterpiece because first of all, it has the name mimosa in it. You know I like that, but it's mimosa masterpiece. So thank you for coming, and I can't wait to experience mimosa masterpiece.
Ooh, thank you for coming. Now, guess what, guys? We're coming back with Kenneth Todd Nelson. Not only did he talk about credit during the first half of the show, now this time he is talking about candles. He's also a candle maker. I think this is very sexy, right? Unisex for a man or a woman. And this is called, let me read it, Sustainable Love by KT Nelson.
All right, tell us about this sustainable candle.
So I created this candle company while I was sick. I created, when I was in chemo and radiation, I started making candles. And so I created this brand called Sustainable by KTN. And so this particular candle is called Love. I put a lot of love into this. It is a coconut candle. As you can see, it says love right here. There we go. You guys can see that. It smells amazing. I wish you could smell it.
It smells good.
It smells so good. All right. And then this is my very first creation that I created. And this one is courage, because I think we all need a little courage. And for me, when I was fighting for my life, I was like, I had to encourage myself. So courage pushed me through it. And so this is the first candle that I created. It's called Courage. Beautiful. Yep. And so I love this. It smells amazing.
And how much do your candles sell for?
They're $35. And yep, you can put some on your body too as well. It smells so good.
So it's after it burns, it's the one that you can put on the skin, correct?
Absolutely.
And where can folks buy this candle?
IamKTNelson.com. So IamKTNelson.com or sustainablebyktn.com. Either one.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's awesome. Wow. You are truly amazing. And we are just so grateful to have you here and being able to support you.
Wow, that's amazing, guys. So we're going to put the link up below and you can go right to his site. I can't wait to get a candle for, you can get them for anybody, significant other, anybody.
Another fabulous entrepreneur, another fabulous story. I mean, we are killing it today with our bossed up entrepreneurs. So without further ado, we have our junior entrepreneur, Miss Anaiyah Renee Alexander, coming to the forefront, selling her lip gloss, t-shirts, and some other things. Are you ready for us, Miss Anaiyah? Tell us a little bit about your business.
We are just so ecstatic to have Anaiyah Renee Alexander, our junior entrepreneur here on An Actor's Life, the series. Hi, Miss Anaiyah. So tell us about why you decided to be an entrepreneur.
It's just what I like to do best.
Okay.
And the money.
Oh, so I guess you have a big bank account, huh?
Yes.
Good. Save money for college.
What inspired you? I know you said the money, but really, what was it that you saw that you said, you know what, I want to do that, or I want to make that? What was it that sparked that interest in you?
Instead of using everybody else's lip gloss, why not make my own?
Oh, so it's lip gloss you make.
Yes.
All right, girl.
Anaiyah Renee, My
Yes.
name is T. Renee, so already I love your name because we're both Renees. So little Renee, I am a fan already, and I like my lipstick to be popping too. I got two questions because you're smart, and I can ask you two. The first question is, what are your favorite colors for lipstick? And the second question is, why is your lipstick better than all the rest? Because I already know it is, but why is it?
The first question is, it doesn't matter what color it is. And then the second question is, it has sparkles in different colors and flavors.
Excellent, because it's all about the sparkles. Yeah. So put me
Yes.
down for some pink sparkles and some purple sparkles.
Okay.
And I have a question. What is your favorite one that you make? What's your favorite flavor?
Strawberry.
Oh, how did I know that?
Miss Benja took my question because I really wanted to know. But I understand. Oh, let's see. Can we see some of your products before I ask you the next question? Nice. That's a pretty packaging. What made you decide on that packaging?
The sparkles.
The sparkles? Okay. So we understand that you sell more than just lip gloss. Can you tell our audience some of the other products that you sell, that you make?
So we sell wristbands, Young but Mighty wristbands, and Young but Mighty stickers, and t-shirts. They all come in different colors.
Those are really nice.
Young but Mighty is all about, since me and my brother got baptized, our mom and our pastor Daniel have been teaching us how to be Christians and use our voices even though we're small and give back.
Wow.
I love that because I was going to ask you, how did you come up with the logo? I absolutely love the logo.
Thank
you. Yeah. So when you say give back, so that means you're not only an entrepreneur, you are a young philanthropist? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite charity?
It's a group at church.
I thought so. That's amazing. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
We made a basket called Take One, Leave One. So we go to the store and buy what our neighbors need to help them. And sanitizer and toilet paper and some toys for the kids and some books and some coloring books because of COVID.
That is awesome. We love that you are staying creative and flourishing as an entrepreneur while supporting other people. That means you must have a super amazing mom. Yeah, you want to tell us?
Yes, I do.
You want to tell us something about mommy that has helped you to be the best entrepreneur that we see right here?
My mom told me how to make the lip gloss and to be Christians and love people and give back.
Awesome. Ladies, any other questions for our junior entrepreneur?
Anaiyah, Renee, I have another question.
Okay.
Sometimes people will say, you're a little girl, you can't own a business, you can't be an entrepreneur because you're too little. What would you say to the haters?
I would say, yes, I can. I'm fabulous. I'm a diva.
You know, I love it.
Yeah.
This could be my daughter. Oh my God.
So, darling, how much, if I wanted to purchase one of your lip glosses, how much would I have to pay?
$5.
$5 a lip gloss?
Mm-hmm.
And how many flavors or colors do you have?
6 colors.
Okay,
and flavors.
We might have to do a package of that. Wow.
Yes.
And we get more. These are the packages they come in.
Okay.
Beautiful.
We love your packaging. We absolutely love your packaging. As you think about yourself as an adult, say how old are you now? Tell us how old you are and all that good stuff. I know you told us, but tell the audience.
I'm 7 years old, almost turning 8.
Awesome. So in 10 years, you're graduating from high school, about to go to college. What do you want to study, or do you know? And you don't have to know.
I want to study science.
Awesome. That's a good choice because we don't have any brown female faces that are pursuing science. So, and even if that's not what you wind up doing, at least now you have a goal that you're reaching for, right?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you. Mommy told us that you're gonna donate something for a raffle. You can tell the audience what it is that you want to raffle off in a couple of weeks so that we give you more exposure.
Our t-shirts and my lip gloss.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
What? The baby is offering a t-shirt and some lip gloss? Oh, wow, you are the
And then the stickers and the wristbands.
A nice little package.
That's a nice package.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Is there anything else you'd like to tell us that we didn't ask?
Instagram.
Okay, tell us that. What's Instagram?
The Instagram page to my Etsy shop is Young But Mighty and the number 2. And when you go on Young But Mighty 2, you'll see my shop, Miss Thang by Renee Alexander.
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. You were amazing.
Let me ask you a question, Anaiyah Renee.
Okay.
If you had a magic genie and you could ask her any wish, what, with regards to your business, to make your business better, what would be that wish?
Magic Genie. It's an Renee Alexander. I need sales and more hands to make money. And more money to buy more lip gloss.
You are just an amazing young woman, and I can't wait to see you in 10 more years because you are just really doing your thing. So thank you for coming to visit us and share your story and share your product. Again, we will have a raffle in a couple of weeks as we highlight our entrepreneurs, so stay tuned.